Shalom, this is Sister Wenda. I hope that all of you are enjoying the broadcast that you're listening to right now. We appreciate each and every last one of you, our faithful listeners and supporters of the Straightway Truth radio broadcast. We try to make sure that we do our due diligence and do our best to ensure that you have the best broadcast as well as the truth coming to you in the hour that we're living in right now. If you would like to help us in this endeavor, your offering will be greatly appreciated in the work of the ministry of the Most High Yah. Our mailing address for your gift, offering, or letter of support is Charles Dowell Jr. That's Charles Dowell Jr. And Dowell is spelled Dowell. 506 Ellington Drive. Ellington is spelled Ellington. P.O. Box 32, Lafayette, Tennessee. And Lafayette is spelled Lafayette, 37083. Again, our mailing address is Charles Dowell Jr., 506 Ellington Drive, P.O. Box 32, Lafayette, Tennessee, 37083. If you would like to contact us by way of phone, the country code is 1, area code 615-688-3025. That's 1-615-688-3025. You may leave a message there, and, be the Father's will, we will do whatever we can to try to return your message. It is our hope and our prayer that as you continue to listen to the Straightway Truth Ministry, and as you apply the teachings of this ministry, that you are finding peace and growth within you, your family, and life as well. Please tell others so that the truth may also have an impact and touch others' lives, so that they may enjoy the benefits of the truth of Jesus Christ, just like we all are. Shalom, the King is coming.
So I'm a man of God. And he says, tomorrow I want you in Africa, guess where I'm going to be at? If I want you in Germany tomorrow, guess where I'm going to be at? That's why I'm not reverend, I'm not pope, I'm not bishop, I'm not deacon, I'm not elder. That's why my name is Pastor Charles Dowell. There's a difference. You hear me, brother? There's a difference. And that's what's wrong with the church today, the reason why it's so powerless. Now see, the thing that God is going to deviate from his plan and from his book the way he has always done it, he ain't going to do it. Man is going to deviate, but God is not going to deviate. Jesus said, you come follow me. I know it. Everybody wonder what I'm doing too. I'm also getting that spirit too. Dealing with some curses. We're going to get a hold of that thing in a minute. Hey, can you bring her right here, brother? Put her right here so me and that spirit can have some altercations here. So anyway, I was surprised that the young man didn't get mad at me. And I told him, I said, brother, I'm sorry, brother. I knew when God had so-called, because we learned that terminology, called me to preach. I said, I knew what happened. The day he did that, brother, I was ready to leave. See how that spirit did? Look. See how that spirit do? That's that spirit.
That spirit.
Now, you remember how I told you that everybody here knows that
ain't
spirit. Hurt. We know that, don't you? You understand that, right? So you get peace with that, right? You're good, brother. That's good. Amen. Said she couldn't listen to my message because that spirit kept, you know what I mean, won't cut a food. Boy, I hate them things, bro. I hate them things, bro.
Yeah, been dealing with them things for quite some time. Still deal with them, even still till today. I guess it's just a lot in life. Glory to the King. Well, I bless you all. Good to have each and every last one of you tonight. Get my cold pressed watermelon hydrated drink. Glory to the King. Well, I'm glad to have each and every last one of you here tonight. I hope that your week has been productive. You got a lot done. I told many of you, matter of fact, I told a lot of you, that if you're trying to get in contact with me by way of my old cell phone number, you may even wait days, if not weeks, before you can get a response from me, because I've just about 80-90% transitioned over to my new phone. You know how it is. Over a period of years, your number gets compromised, and everybody gets it. Next thing you know, they start just want to, everybody don't understand that my life is not your life. There's about a couple of thousand of you and one of me, and everybody wants to talk to Pastor Dowell. Now, I do have a way that you go about speaking to me. I really, truly do. But one of me, it's like even here at the community, they forget that there's Elder Doug and Deacon Bell, and there's always come knock on the door for Pastor Dowell. And many times I don't even answer the door. Many times I have to put up signs. Do not bother me. Leave me alone. That means I'm busy. But that's just the way it is. Everything is not a dire emergency. But I am extremely busy, more than you would ever know. And that's just the truth. Glory to the King. So that's the reason why I have Blog Talk Radio. That's the reason why when I have meetings, I go to your particular hotel, make myself available. When I come to your home fellowships, I'm there. That's when you can take an opportunity to speak to me if you can. Or when you come here for the feast day. Now you have to stand in line because there's a lot of people want to talk to me. Hallelujah. And I don't mind. But there's a reason why we have pastors, elders, deacons, teachers. Go wear them out. Go talk to them. And if it's something too weighty, you don't get a clearance, or you don't think that the answer is sufficient, tell them to bring it on up the line to me. Hallelujah. But that's the way it works. Guest calling number is 310-982-4226. 310-982-4226. You're on the straightway to the radio broadcast here tonight. Well, we see that the economy is about to collapse, literally. And I personally believe that we're at the time and at the prefaces to where if you have been listening to me for many, many years, you should already be prepared. If you're not, none of my business. It ain't like that I didn't tell you. But it looks like the collapse is inevitable. It looks like it's just around the corner. How long we have? Don't know. But things in this world, especially in America, is not looking good at all. The American dream is quickly becoming the American nightmare. And everything that people thought that they used to do, they got dreams, they got ambitions and all that stuff getting ready to come to a screeching halt. That's for sure. Better start getting in survival mode. At least that's my personal opinion. Now, that doesn't mean go into panic mode. But I'll tell you one thing. A lot of you are going to panic when you didn't take heed and you didn't prepare like I've been telling you over the years. I know. We always thought, well, it's going to be, the grass is going to be green on the other side. We got plenty of time. I know apathy sets in. Complacency sets in. Passivity sets in. And then we get to the point to where, well, maybe I'll be invited to live on the community or one of the homesteads or something like that. Well, maybe not. You know the reason why? In order to get on a community and a homestead, do you realize that every community, we actually watch the people before we let you on? We've learned over the years that humanity gets discontent because you have got to change everything about your life the way you thought things run. And if you try to come to a community with a me, myself, and I attitude, worldly mindset, it just simply ain't going to work. It just simply ain't going to work. We ain't going to work for you, and you're not going to work for us. That's just the truth. I often said it. We got places that are being prepared for the people, but the people are not prepared for the places. That's why I say you need to put forth a serious effort. It's one thing to come to fellowship, but it's another thing to live together. I promise you that. That's when you'll get the true experience of iron sharpeneth iron. Oh yeah, everybody do good when they have their own little homestead and their own little place to go and stuff, but when you live with the saints, every single day, that is the difference. Excuse me. That's the difference of iron sharpeneth iron. And that is the truth. Glory to the King. All right. Now, listen to me. Let's go through this drill again. Many of you, sometimes it's your first time calling in. All right? And so we got to go through this. Listen. If you're going to ask a question, ask a question. Don't ask a question and then give me this long thesis or this long dissertation. Or your question ends up being in the form of 5 minutes long because you think nobody understands your plight or where you're coming from. Ask a question. You get one question because there's other people that are in the caller queue that would love to possibly not only hear the answer, but to actually ask the question yourself. You don't have to tell me your whole life story. Just ask the question. If you want to know how I'm doing fine. Like I always am on the Shabbat. I'm tired, but I'm alive. I'm doing fine. So there's no need in asking Pastor Dowell how he's doing. What you do is just get on there. Hey, Pastor Dowell. All right, it's good to hear your voice. Glad you made another Shabbat. Glad you're here. Hey, check this out. Got a question for you. I will go ahead and tell you. If I have an answer, I'll give it to you. If I don't have an answer, I won't give it to you. That's just the truth. Now, many of you, it's not a complaint, but many of you are saying that you're leaving messages in a dining hall and your messages are not being returned. I'm going to talk to Elder Doug about that. Now, I know Elder Doug has been out of the net for a whole week because his wife's mother passed away. So I want to talk to him about that and see exactly what's going on because he keeps meticulous records. A lot of times he's calling you and what happens is that you're not at home. So he leaves a message or either your mailbox is full on your phone or blase. If you're going to leave a message for the dining hall for Elder Doug or myself, what you ought to do is leave a message and then leave a good time to contact you. I was supposed to contact a sister today, didn't get the opportunity. You know why? Because I'm one man. Amazing, isn't it? But anyway, I'm going to. That's just for sure. That is the truth. But y'all got to comprehend and understand. There's only really 2 or 3 people that actually handles your messages and phone calls, and that's it. And so we have to ask y'all to exercise some patience and definitely exercise some decorum. This ain't like, matter of fact, if you was in a Christian church, you wouldn't even be able to talk to the pastor. Not at all. He ain't got no time for you. And you know a Christian pastor out there in their world don't even work a tenth harder than I do. Matter of fact, I don't even know of a pastor in this world that works harder than I do and has the labor and the burden on him as I do. I don't know one. If you know one, let me know so I can talk to him and learn how to balance this thing out because I don't know any. I labor in this vineyard. Hallelujah. Don't murmur and complain. I just get it done. You like to talk to Pastor Dowell? Guest calling number is 310-982-4226. You may or may not hear an automated voice coming from a woman. If you want to speak to me, you press number 1. Then you would hear a voice that you are in the caller queue. I and Brother Shane will see a little blue shield. We'll know you want to speak to me. And we will call your area code. And when we call your area code, and you hear it, you know that we are going to be speaking to you. Now, when we're going to be speaking to you, I need for you to listen. You need to be talking to us through the phone, the apparatus that you're listening to us in, the phone, the one that you called in on. You don't need to be next to your computer giving feedback, because it's going to be disturbing to everyone out here that's trying to listen. Okay? You don't need to do it. You need to go into the next room or go outside or do whatever you can to talk to us through the phone so we can have a clear signal. Also, if you're calling in, do not use a headset, because it does not come through as clear as your voice is when you're speaking through the phone. Not only I want to hear you, but everybody else wants to hear you, because you may be asking a question that they may have, and there's no need for them to call in if they get the question asked by you. Now, everything is well, all is well. Excuse me. We are trying our best to get these blocks filled up, core blocks, because we're halfway, but we got to core fill them now. And that's going to be another all-day messy job. Once we get them things core filled and stuff, then we can start on the next half of getting the side walls up. I got to go look at these walls in here, but I'm actually thinking about going 14 feet rather than 12 feet. Got my reasons for it, but I'm thinking about that for real. But anyway, as it goes, but we are working. It's cold. It snowed on us this week. A little dusting. Not like what some of you get. Some of you get some real snow. But other than that, we're doing well in the land of the living that we know of. Hallelujah. I know one thing. We know our names are written down in the Lamb's Book of Life. And we're still alive. Hallelujah. And we still have the testimony of Yahshua HaMashiach. Well, looks like Sweden. The people over there, hook, line, and sinker, is taking a microchip in their right hand. The parallels are stifling, isn't it? Amazing, isn't it? This week, I've been posting a lot on history. Most people call it black history. I don't call it that. I call it history. I call it the Paul Harvey side. Now you know the rest of the story. You know the story that's been withheld from us, the story they didn't want you to know. That way you can be able to comprehend and see that the spin is in. Yep. It's painful. And not only that, resources. Go check it out. All right. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get to your phone calls. Guest call-in number, 310-982-4226. Press number 1. You're going to talk to Pastor Dowell. Let's go to... Let me move this over so I can at least read it. 915. Caller number 915. This is Pastor Dowell. You're on the Straight Truth Radio broadcast. How may I help you?
Hi, Pastor. It's good to hear from you, and it's good to talk to you. And I just wanted to greet you. I don't really have any questions. I usually send my questions to Elder Becker, but
who is it?
Wanted to let you know, Daniel, Brother Daniel.
I thought it was Brother Daniel. Hey, how you doing, Brother Daniel?
Yes, sir. I'm doing pretty good. I'm still just getting along here and getting things done.
All right.
Good stuff.
Well, hold down the fort, my brother. Keep sober.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just want to let you know I'm still out here doing, getting along and stuff like that, and all that kind of good stuff. And
all right, my brother. Keep watching, keep listening too, all right, D?
Yes, sir, will do. Thanks, Pastor.
All right, bless you, my brother. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
It's Brother Daniel. If you ever come here, a lot of times you'll see Brother Daniel. He actually helped us out a lot doing weapons training and quite a few events here, because we try to do our best to give you knowledge, and the cost of it is free. There ain't too many people that want to train you and spend time with you free. You got people call themselves your brothers and sisters. They want to charge you for everything they do. Amazing, isn't it? Call number 916-916. This is Pastor Dowell. You on the Serve Truth Radio broadcast?
Shabbat Shalom, Pastor.
How can I help you? Shabbat Shalom. Who am I speaking with?
My name is Summer. I'm calling in from Cali.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Pastor? I'm glad to finally be in touch with you.
I'm doing good. Are you off tomorrow?
Yes, I'm off on the weekend.
Okay. All right. I'll give you a ring this weekend and give you a few things to watch out for, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate your time. I just wanted to call in and make myself known.
Well, hallelujah. Glory to the King. How long you been listening, Summer?
I've been listening now for about 5 months now.
Woo!
Maybe since about July.
5 months?
Yeah.
Man,
so it was about time I called in.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You becoming old school now, ain't you?
Yes.
All right. Where are you at in California?
I'm in the Bay Area. I'm actually in San Jose, California.
Ooh-wee. San Jose or San Jose, huh?
Yes, sir. I'm trying to get out of here.
Oh, well, take your time. All right, don't do anything without guidance, though, okay?
Of course, yes, sir.
Make sure you tune in, okay, and watch, and make sure you're always watching the program or the YouTube videos, and staying in touch with watching Shabbat service and all that stuff and growing. Hey, what was your previous background concerning belief system?
I come from a Christian family.
Oh, how's that working out for you? Do they think you're a crackpot and kook?
Yeah, it's interesting, especially during this time, like during the holiday season. A lot of my family members are, celebrating Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I've actually been having a hard time with my mom in particular, and she's thinking that I'm doing something that's other than what's in the Bible that she's claimed she's been, believing in and following. And I've been letting her know that everything I'm doing now and everything I'm following now is actually what's really written in the Bible. And she doesn't even realize that it's in the Bible, and she's been following a lie and not following the Bible. So it's been drama with her.
Well, the one thing you can do is try to make sure. I know that people don't want to do this, but let them bring the questions to you. Don't do any trading words with them because they don't understand it. The one thing that natural family members miss out on is that you've been where they are, but they're not willing to look into where you're at. And you know the reason why?
Yes, sir. Why? Because
they don't want to change. 99% of the time, they already know that what you're doing is right, because many times they're already investigating and doing their due diligence behind the scenes, but they won't tell you. I've been doing this for 20-something years, sister, and this is natural family members the same. I don't care what country they're from, where they're at in the world, they all act the same. It is amazing, though. Let me see. You can live like hell. You can break the commandments. You ain't trying to obey Yah, and everybody is fine and okay with you. As soon as you start keeping these commandments, as soon as you start setting yourself apart and setting yourself aside and dressing holy, being holy, spending time with Yahshua, Jesus Christ, now they want to question you because they don't want to change. That's what it's all about. So they try to blame shift, but the truth is they don't want to change because they know that if they investigate and they look deep down inside of what's going on with you, that they would have to change. So the underlying motive is the reason why they kick, fight, fuss, and be contentious so much is because they simply don't want to change.
Yes, sir, I agree. I've been seeing that a lot with my mom in particular.
Well, be content, be at peace, and just keep your relationship with the Most High. Okay, my sister?
Hallelujah. Yes, Pastor.
All right. Bless you.
Bless you.
You got anything else?
No, that's it. Shabbat Shalom.
All right. Shabbat Shalom, sister. These natural family members are something else. They really, really, truly are something else. I'll say it again, like I said at the debate up there in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I've been where you are. I know what you believe. But you are unwilling to do a true investigation on what I'm doing. And the only reason why your natural family members, I don't care who it is, fight against any of you is simply because they do not want to change. Period. No other reason for it. Every single time you meet them, they ask you a question. You ask them a question right back, kind of like I did at Green Bay pastor who thought that he was saying something up there. And he kept asking me a question about what's going on. I said, I'm going to preface that with a question. Do you paint eggs? Well, now the fix is in. They start tap dancing. No. He went around the bush, kept saying all that stuff. I went right back to it. Do you paint eggs? Do you Easter egg hunt? And those bobbed off Jezebel women didn't want to answer. No, just answer the question. Do you paint eggs, Easter egg? Oh, well, yeah. Oh, okay, good. Oh, good. We got the answer then. We got the answer. See what I mean? See what I mean? And you think about this. Think about that philosophy and ideal. Christ conquered. Christ conquered. So let me see. Since Christ conquered, if we follow the theology of Ron Jung and the rest of those pagan, satanic, heathen Christians up there that call themselves Presbyterians up there, if we follow their philosophy, then that means we can put a Baphomet sign up in the front of the land and we can actually just use it as a symbol and we can actually give credence to it, pay honor to it because Christ conquered. Isn't that right? It's just sickening, the mindset of these people. And they think that they are awake. Let me tell you something. People like that are the workers of iniquity. They are the lawless ones. You better believe it. Because a work of iniquity is a person that is without law, no govern. Let's go to Florida. Call number 904-904. It's Pastor Dowell. You're on the Straight With You radio broadcast. I can help you.
Shabbat Shalom, Pastor.
Hey, DeMarcus, how are you doing?
Doing really good. Working hard.
All right, how can I help you?
I had a question about Job, and it was on along the lines of dreams.
Dreams?
Dreams, yes, sir. Job 33:15.
All right, what you got?
All right, I'm going to read from the Septuagint because there's been some changes in the KJV that I found. But it says, it starts at 13 to 15. But thou sayest, why hath he not heard every word of my cause? For when the Father speaks once or a second time, sending a dream or in the meditation of the night, as when a dreadful alarm happens to fall upon men in slumberings on the bed. But my question was, is that all dreams? Because I was listening to Spirits of Fear with Elder Becker, and he said there was a spirit of mare. And also, I was doing research on incubus spirits and succubus spirits.
Well, you're asking a question, but your question doesn't have anything to do with the passage of Scripture that you're using. This talking about the Most High Yah is that he tries to speak to man in a vision or in a dream. And in the slumbers when he's on the bed. This is just one avenue that he uses. And then he's opening their ears and he seals their instruction. And the whole purpose of it is so that Yah can actually withdraw man away from a sinful lifestyle. Withdraw man away from a worldly lifestyle. And draw him closer to his purpose and break the pride that is in him. Because if man continue to keep going the way that he's going to be destined for the pit. That's what Job 33:15 is all about. So in context, what is your question?
In context, do all dreams come from Yah?
No, all dreams don't come from Yah. The majority of them are junk mail.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Pastor.
All right, my brother.
Hey, my wife also wanted to say something.
Okay.
Shabbat shalom, Pastor.
Shabbat shalom, sister. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Do you have anything?
No, I just wanted to say Shabbat shalom and can't wait for your message tomorrow.
All right. Bless you, my sister. Shabbat shalom.
Pastor.
All right. Bless you, DeMarcus. Shalom, shalom. Let's go to Alabama. Call number 205-205. To Brother Reuben. It's Pastor Dowell. You're on the Straight With You radio broadcast. How can I help, Brother Reuben?
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. How you doing, Reuben?
I'm blessed. How about you, Pastor?
Same, man. Same. What you got?
Well, I ain't have anything. I just wanted to call in and tell you, I enjoyed the debate, the content on Patreon, YouTube, man. You're nailing it. So,
Brother
just
Reuben.
wanted to let you know I was enjoying it.
Brother Reuben.
Yes, sir.
That was pretty sad for that guy to be a theologian, and that's the best that he could bring.
You basically did all the footwork, and then he came behind you and rationalized why you could do everything that you proved was pagan, and he just gave this explanation.
It's almost sickening when you listen to the rationale. You can tell that these people are not born again. They have a mental assent knowledge, but they really, truly don't have a real relationship.
Hallelujah, yes, sir. And that situation that's going on in Hoover, you're spot on that too. That city, man, they something else, man. They've done a lot of things to try to keep blacks and Hispanics out of the city, and they do it in the open. They don't even try to hide it.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir. They got a bad history of the things they do over there.
I'll tell you one thing. I hope that cop gets the death penalty.
Yes, sir, man. We know this unjust system, though.
Hey, you know that guy that I made reference to in the video over in Virginia, that white supremacist that was allegedly with the alt-white group or whatever, when he took that car and ran over this this woman and killed her. She was 32 years old.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they charging him with first-degree murder. I hope they kill his ass.
That's crazy.
No, for real, I hope they kill his ass, just like I hope that they kill that cop. They give that booger the electric chair. Oh, no, that's too good. What they ought to do, this is justice. What they ought to do is take that cop, put him up against a wall, turn his face towards the wall, and shoot him in the back 3 times. That's justice.
Yes, sir. Turn away the evil.
Hey, he shot that man 3 times. Once in the back of the head, once in the neck, and once in the back. And then that man died. For no reason whatsoever at all.
Wow. Even the situation in Hoover, they probably covering something up because it was a 12-year-old girl that got shot. In the story that they told from the beginning, they changed it so many times. I'm believing that the officer shot the 12-year-old girl.
Brother, you know he did. You know he did. I'm going to tell you what the word out on the street is, because I talk to people. Brother, people say, you know what? With the way these shootings are going down, they said they ain't going to let no shot. I'm telling you, now unless that cop got a drop on them, if a cop draw a gun on them, they're going to exercise their Second Amendment right.
Yes, sir.
Because these people are dying innocently with a corrupt system and ain't doing a damn thing about it. And they're sending people off into eternity and leaving back a bunch of pain and suffering for the families. People are tired.
Yes, sir. Them days of Uncle Tom's Cabin over with.
As the old saying goes, don't tread on me.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man.
Pastor, that's all I got, Pastor.
All right, my brother. Be encouraged.
Yes, sir. Bless you. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
You know, it's sad, isn't it? I mean, I'm telling you what the word out on the street is, but see, they don't think that people are talking about this. They may not be talking about it vocally on social media where you can hear it, but people are flat out saying straight up that they're tired of dying innocently on the streets because a cop got a badge and a gun. They're flat out saying if he gonna shoot me, we both going out. That's just the truth. That's the words that nobody wants to say on the air. That's the words that nobody don't want to say out in the public because we done lost all our fight. I'm telling you, it's sad. Let's go to Utah. Brother Paul, call number 385-385. This is Pastor Dowell. You're on the Straight With Truth radio broadcast. I can help you.
Hey, Shabbat Shalom, Brother Shepherd.
Shabbat Shalom.
Just calling in to check in. I haven't called you for a minute.
How you doing?
I've been kind of, I'm doing all right. It is winter out here, so my yard care work is kind of slowed down. I got a snow removal.
Yeah.
But it's not snowing like it used to. But, I kept up on your Patreon, and I just wanted to ask you a question because I post your videos up on the Facebook thing.
Yeah.
Right? And I just wanted to ask you if that was okay because because I guess I put one up and I kind of like, well, I should ask for permission to do this. And then with that debate, I don't even want to talk about the debate because that was just, I wish I would have had my foreseeing before so I could warn you. But I thought you probably already knew that these people are Jesuits. These people have no clue about the Spirit. And I wish I'd have been able to see that before so you still have some more ammunition because it wasn't about the debate or Christmas. They were just trying to downgrade, if you get my drift.
I got you.
But, that's about all I got. I wish I'd have seen it before so you could have a little bit more. But then again, you really don't want to bring that up because you said that on the debate or on the discussion, I guess you could call it, right, is about Christmas and Easter, But I wanted to put him on the spot. That's what I wanted to put him on the spot, answer the question because, as you said, where'd you buy your shoes at? I'm like, where did that come from? I didn't even know where that came from. But I watched it a few times just to get the gist and the gears of it. But that's what I saw after watching it a few times on their questions. But as far as your patrons concerned, I mean, that history is point blank. It's just point blank.
Yes, sir.
Somehow they have got us. They've got us mental, as you said before, right? It's not the physical chains anymore. It's the mental change that they got us.
That's right.
It's the society that they've got us on. And I have to admit I haven't been studying the scriptures the way I should be studying. But I just wanted to call in and ask for your permission about your videos because I kind of feel bad putting them up there, and I just don't know whether it's when you put out a video and then I get a sort of an inspiration. I let the Spirit guide me on what to put up there. I don't just put something up there, I hope I'm using the right spirit, to put your videos up there to answer questions. Like the one brother had a questions on Leviticus 11, and I found the video, but I haven't put it up. But that just came to me that somebody said you told me to put that video up if you could find it, But I have all the videos. That's the thing about it. I have all the videos. But I just wanted to call and check in with you, Brother Pastor. Brother Shepherd, and just keep it real and keep on doing what you're doing and lay a block for me because I definitely love to go down there. I keep seeing the gate and I just can't see my way clear, to get my way down there. I'm sort of in a situation, but I guess that's the situation we're all in, and so I just praise y'all for you and for all the saints there and put a block up for me. I love to be out there hard carrying with you, working in the snow, working in the rain, don't matter. That's what I do anyway. But I just want to say much love to y'all and, y'all speed. You know what I'm saying?
All right, my brother. But yeah, anytime that I have anyone that wants to post any of the content that the ministry puts out, and you are a faithful listener, follower, and supporter of the ministry, feel free to use the content that I put up. You can post it on any social media outlet and platform that you can. You can even share it on your YouTube channel, as far as I'm concerned. Just help get the word out. That's what it's all about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's what I'm doing. I hope I'm another arm, another branch on the tree. You know, just giving you support, and I love that. You know, that series. I'll let you go because there's other people on the queue, but I love that series. I keep putting Seed of Japhet up there from Brother Pastor Corey because it was just off the hook. But then you put the series, right? You use that as a foundation, then you go to your Patreon and you start watching those videos. You're like, how can this be? How can these people be so blinded to the fact that their ancestors were some diabolical heathens?
That's true.
It's just so hard. It's just so hard to realize that the people will continually follow the lie, knowing that in the end they're doomed.
Yep.
But they don't see that. I mean, it's just like in France, right? Those people are raising up. But then again, as you probably see my comment, I don't know whether it's one of them false things they're trying to do to label the people who are the leaders of the rebellion, just like they did here back in the day, or it's on point, it's on real. So we'll see. I think you're right on the it's soon. Glory to the King, he's coming soon, because you just cannot continually lie to the people, and the cities are just filled with the bootlickers. It's just all over. But I'll let you go, my brother pastor, my brother shepherd, and just be strong and lay a block for me. One day, I'll see you, give you a hug, and hopefully I'll get down there and lay some of that block for you. I'm a layman. I'm a hod carrier, but I'll throw some block with the best of them. I might be 50, but I can still put some work in.
All right, my brother. Have a good Sabbath.
All right.
Shabbat shalom.
Yes, sir. Shabbat shalom.
Well, two things. The blind lead the blind, they both fall into the ditch. And that's what's happening today. All of you have to realize this. If you got the eyes to see and the ears to hear, that's because the Most High is dealing with you. And he's not dealing with the rest of these religious people. I don't care how many times they say Jesus. I don't care how so-called faithful they are in church or whatever it is. If they don't obey that book, they are none of his. They nothing more than religious relics. And also, as far as I meant to just, talk about this. If you want to donate to the ministry, you go to the website, straightway.com, spelled just like behind me, STRAITWAY, or straightwaytruth.com. Up in the top right-hand corner, there's a blue donate button up there. That'll be the best way, because you'll get a letter back that you can download, and you can actually write that off on taxes. We're going through a foundation that Brother Kabir and them help us set up, and everything is working pretty good for people who want to contribute to the cause, because they know that we're working very, very hard. I need for y'all to have your mind made up that if you really, truly want to be transformed, you really, truly want to be changed, you really, truly want a closer walk with the Most High Yah, you can't be listening to all these many different kinds of voices. And if I tell you to do something, don't take it lightly. You do it for your own salvation purposes, because there are people out here, they don't have your best interest in mind. They simply just don't. They don't. So listen to what I tell you. All right? Keep watching, keep listening. Let's go to North Carolina. No, this is Brother Jesus. Call number 910-910. Brother Jesus, how you doing?
Good, my shepherd. Shabbat shalom, and Shabbat shalom to all the saints listening out there.
Hallelujah.
I'm sure you are all fine. Hallelujah. I do have a question for you, my pastor, and once I ask a question, I'll just get off the phone so I can hear your answer clearly.
Okay.
My question has to do with the book, The War on the Saints.
Yes.
basically, I've been reading that book for a little while. I've been reading it for the past couple of weeks, and a lot of things stand out to me in that book, sir. And mainly the thing that stands out to me is the fact that it deals with a lot of religious spirits and being able to discern yourself and other people and things of that nature. And my question was, sir, what from the book of The War on the Saints stands out to you? And that's all my question was, sir.
Sure. All right, War on the Saints. And make sure if you got that book, the best one to get, I think it's got a white cover, and then the cover up underneath the paper overlay is red by Jesse Penn Lewis, and get the unabridged version. But what sticks out more to me than anything in War on the Saints is when it talks about the spirit of passivity. That would be the section that I would tell people to meditate on more than anything, because this apathy, this complacency, this passivity, this lethargic spirit, this procrastinating spirit, I mean, it's a destruction. It is literally a destroyer amongst y'all's people. It really, really, truly is. And so that spirit right there more than anything sticks out to me, because not only does it make you naturally lazy in every aspect or some aspects of life, but it definitely makes you spiritually lazy as well. But I will look at that section on passivity. All right. Call number 415 back in California again. 415, this is Pastor Dowell. You're on the Straight Truth Radio broadcast. How can I help you?
Shabbat Shalom, Pastor Dowell.
Shabbat Shalom.
Emiliano out here from California.
Man, how you doing, my brother?
I'm doing fine. I was just calling in today. I didn't have any questions. I just wanted to thank everybody out there at Straightway, Tennessee, and Straightway over there in Praiseland for embracing me and my family.
Oh, yes, sir. Man, we had a wonderful time with you, my brother. Sure did, you and the family.
Yeah, it was an honor working with you guys. And yeah, I just want to say thank you, and the change I see in my eldest daughter. Truthfully, I don't think I see a change in her now, that seeing honorable women and seeing this the reality of things, and it not just being something we're watching online over here, where I see a growth in her now.
Yeah, that is amazing.
I just want to thank you guys.
Well, it is amazing what that influence does when people actually get around set apart people, because y'all was there in Green Bay with us for a few days, and then y'all was here on the land for about a week, and it is amazing. See, a lot of times, my brother, if people just keep striving, and until they get the opportunity to be around us and stuff, and then that's the thing right there that confirms it for them and really gets them over the hump, and then they really, truly make a decision to who they really want to be. And I'm glad that our Israelite sisters, as well as the people in the faith, can be a positive influence on your daughter. And it's just a blessing, my brother.
Yeah, well, that's all I was calling, just to say thank you, and thank you to all the brothers and sisters out there, and thank you for all the love shown to me and my family. And that's pretty much it. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I see how hard you work, and I see how tired they can get, and sometimes I wish I can get that spirit to work just as hard as you.
Hey, the other day, I had somebody ask me how old I was. I told them I was 52 years old. And they said, man, you ain't no 52 years old. And I said, okay, I'm not going to argue with you. But they said, man, 52-year-old men don't work like that. And I said, well, I do. That's what I know. And
yeah,
I appreciate your labor of love when you came out to help us out, my brother.
Yeah, it was an honor. It was an honor to work with you guys, and like I said, I appreciate everything, and we'll keep pushing and keep supporting.
All right, my brother. Keep watching and listening. All right.
Be out there soon. All right. Love you guys, and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, my brother. All right. Our Sister Ava, 319. This is Pastor Dowell. You're on the Straight Truth Radio broadcast. I can help you, Sister Ava.
Hi there, Shepherd.
Am I pronouncing your name wrong?
No, I'm sorry I did that, because I don't mean that I take any offense to any pronunciation. I'm just letting my new family know.
Well, how you pronounce it?
Family back home. It's Abba. Like you say Abba?
Abba. Abba.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
yes, sir.
well, you gotta have a little bit of mercy on me. I mean, I'm not really speaking my native tongue. You know what I mean?
No, sir. No, sir. No forgiveness needed to give at all. So some people want to be fancy and say Ava, like it's French or something. Like, nope. Try to pronounce it with an African tongue, and then you got it. You got it right.
Ava.
So yeah. Yes, sir.
I can help you, my sister.
All right, sir. Well, I've been needing to call for a while. Just following instructions to make myself known and to join the brother that just called a while ago to thank you guys. Thank everybody who welcomed myself and my son. And we received so much more than what we than when we went to Green Bay for. You know, we went to have him prayed over. And I left with so much encouragement. Yourself and Mother Carol counseled me personally. I didn't expect that. And I'm just really grateful for that.
Hey, it's all Irie. It's all Irie, man.
That's right. And there's been a big change since we went home. I mean, there's just so many things that the world might call supernatural that happened within the week.
Right.
Of obeying the Father and going up to Green Bay. And we've been tested a lot. My son is going through his own testing, which I didn't recognize before. And so the communication lines are open. I thought I didn't have much power. I thought I had to, my situation and where the torment came from. And I thought I didn't have power in the situation as the weaker vessel. And so whenever you speak to the congregation, you're saying you, I was taking it that I had to receive that power through my head. And it wasn't until I, got counsel from you guys realizing that I can't expect that from someone who's not in the faith.
That's right.
And so I have to take responsibility for that. I didn't know that. And you can't imagine how much torment I've been through for like 8 years, not realizing that at all. So the doors just open wide. My son is, he's an old man for 12 years old, the things that he's been going through. So I'm just very grateful for that. Grateful for you guys.
Oh, hallelujah. Keep watching, keep listening, keep learning, keep following, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just to let you know, there's a package coming your way from me. You never received one from me before, and I don't want to get thrown away.
All right.
In the next week here, you should see one. Yes, sir.
All right, my sister.
Shabbat shalom. Thank you very much.
Bless you. Shabbat shalom. All right, let's go to Florida. Call number 904-904. Pastor Dowell, Universal Jude Radio broadcast. I can help you.
Shabbat shalom, Pastor. This is Brother Perry up in Jacksonville, Florida.
Hey, Brother Perry.
I called in once before. Pretty good. How are you?
All right. Go ahead.
Well, just a little bit of life advice. My little boy, Micah, he's in public school, so he rides the bus to school and back. He's been having issues with one of these little heathen kids putting hands on him. So when I go to confront the parents about it, they tell me pretty much to shove off.
Oh, really?
In such a nice way. Pretty much. And when I go to the school, they say, well, if it's not on the bus, it's out of their jurisdiction.
So where does this take place at?
At the bus stop.
Oh, at the bus stop.
Right before they get on the bus.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Keep going.
Well, recently, probably 4 days ago, the little boy put hands on my son again. So I, confront the little boy, telling him, you don't need to be putting hands on Micah, blah, blah, blah. So when they drop the kids off, the mom and the father come at me talking all this crazy stuff, throwing hands up, just being really aggressive about it. And I'm just like, what do we do here? Because, my first thought is,
crack them over the head with something and tell them who they messing with. But I'm just like, I don't know.
I tell you, my first thought is, one thing you do is you get your son to carry a stick on that bus stop, have it or hide it somewhere. Have him to hide a stick, a nice hardwood red oak stick. And then the next time that boy try to lay hands on him, something like that, tell him to take that stick and beat the hell out of him.
Well, amen to that.
Right there on the damn bus stop. I remember when I was a little boy coming up and he was on the bus stop, I was in the 8th grade at the time, and there's one of these girls, they was in 8th grade, and my mom and dad had just bought me some brand new shoes. And of course, the junior high and the high school people was on the bus stop, and her brother was in high school. And of course, you can only imagine what an 8th grader looked like to a senior in high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she comes over and she steps on my shoes. I say, I ain't no big deal, nothing like it. Then she pushes me, so I push her back. Her brother comes over and he pushes me. So you know what I did?
I'm listening.
I went in the wood line right next to that bus stop. I came out with a nice round stick and I beat the hell out of his ass with that damn stick, and her too. I never had another problem ever again.
And that's where I'm at. I'm like, you know what? You don't even got to win the fight, little boy. Just fight. Then they'll leave you be because they want to go pick
Tell him that if the boy is too big or if he's a little intimidated by him, tell him there's no such thing as a fair fight. Upgrade.
Amen.
You upgrade. You defend yourself from all enemies, foreign and domestic. And if he put a good ass whooping on him, I promise you he won't mess with him again. And then you tell them parents the reason why your son got his ass beat is because you wouldn't do nothing about it.
Well, I appreciate that.
And see, Christians ain't going to tell you nothing like that because they're going to try to have you make you think that you suffering persecution for Christ. Say, no, Christ ain't got nothing to do with this. If you read the book, he made warriors out of us. This is nothing but an old-fashioned bullying tactic right here. And you tell me beat the crap out of his butt. Just hit him in the back and in the leg and in the side and whatever he can do. And tell your boy, say, you mess with me again, I got something for you. Now try it again.
Okay.
Teach him defense.
That's good.
And teach him to watch the hands of the guy who is messing with him. Because, children are crazy today.
Yeah.
If he sees a knife, tell him to take off and run. All right? If he don't see a knife, tell him to take that stick and go to town on his rear end.
There you go. That's awesome. Well, that's really what I wanted. I just really needed some sound guidance and advice on the situation.
Well, you got some sound advice.
Very solid. Very solid. Well, Shabbat Shalom. Can't wait till tomorrow's service, and really hype about this Patreon wife series that you got going on. That's got me turned up. I'm pretty hyped about it.
All right, my brother.
But yeah, I'll leave you to it, bro. Thank you so much for your time. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. I remember I had just not been too long out of the military. Sister Carol and I were working to get out of debt. She was working downtown at a bank, and I was working as a manager at a drugstore. All right, Refco drugstore. All right, and there was this boy that start. A brother said a rubber hose is better than a stick. Yeah, if you can swing it strong enough, you got that right. Just put it on him. Either way it goes, just put it on him. Yeah, have him get a rubber hose or something like that. Man, I wish I was there to teach him a few things. But my son, now Chuck, ever since he was like maybe 1.5 years old, I had him always doing push-ups. I would box with him and shadow box with him. I would teach him that. Then we put him in Taekwondo classes and stuff. And man, he was like 6 years old, 5 or 6 or something like that, man. He was fighting. The instructor would have him fighting people 10, 11, 12 years old because he was that good. So anyway, he's in school one day, right? He's in school one day, and there's this boy kept hitting Chuck upside the back of the head. Chuck said, stop. Don't hit me again. I told you, don't do it. He did it again. Chuck said, I told you, don't do it again. The boy did it again. Chuck turns around. He does one of his little moves. Gut punches this boy. This boy is laying down on the ground, belly aching, screaming and hollering and stuff. Teacher comes around the corner and asks, what happened? All the children pointed towards Chuck. Chuck did it. Chuck did it. So, okay. Now, Chuck, he's thinking he's in trouble. He's at the office. Next thing you know, they call me. So, all right. So what I did was I got off the job, drove all the way down there, got into the office, Mr. Dowell. And I said, yes, sir. I said, what's going on? They says, well, your son is hitting on people and beating on them. I said, really? I said, that ain't my son, because my son knows that if he starts any type of hitting or bullying or anybody or do anything, that he's got to face me. And I promise you, he don't want to do that. So I said, son, what happened? Dad, this boy hit me twice, and I told him don't do it, and so I hit him. I said, so what you got to say about that, Mr. Principal? You know what he said? He said this to me. He says, well, we're going to suspend him for a day or two because we can't have children retaliating against other children and stuff, because then where would it end? I said, really? So I stood up. I said, suppose I jump across this desk and beat the shit out of your ass right here in this damn office. I said, remind you, if we follow your same philosophy, then guess what? I will be able to walk out this door and it won't be any trouble, because remember, we can't have everybody retaliating on people, because then we will all be in the same quagmire, the same trouble, wouldn't we? Well, sir, that's just not the same. I said, it is the same to me, damn it. I said, you telling me to let another boy just sit up here and abuse my son and y'all do nothing about it? He takes matter in his own hand. He defends himself. I commend him for it. I said, don't worry about it. You know what? If I'm not mistaken, my memory served me right. It wasn't too long after that, Chuck never went back to that school again, because I told Sister Carol, get off the job. You homeschooling. And I went and got another job. And she was homeschooling my children ever since. That's right. But I've always taught my children, if somebody is messing with you, man, anyway, so I'm giving you the same philosophy I got today, because that's the only way you're going to get bullies up off of you. And so I took Chuck out for ice cream, and we went to Opry Mills and rode rides, and we had a good old time. How about that? Huh? How about that? Glory to the King. All right, let's go to Isabella, call number 727. 727 is Pastor Dowell. You're on the Straight With You radio broadcast. I can help you.
Shabbat Shalom, Pastor.
Shabbat Shalom.
I just wanted to let you know that I love you and I love Mother Carol, and I just wanted to bless you guys. I was just listening to your advice with the stick with the children, and that's what I always tell Yael, Micaiah, and Josiah. I always tell them to get a stick, and if anybody touches you, you just beat them down. So,
right.
But bless you. I just wanted to let you guys know that I love y'all and bless you.
All right, sister. Be encouraged, okay? Love you too.
Yes, sir. Bless you. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. I don't know where people coming from now. I really truly, y'all have to understand, I am a student of the scriptures. I know what that Bible says. I know what the law says. I really truly do. Do I know everything? No, I don't. But what I know, I do know. And that's where I get my philosophy from. You better believe it. All right. Let's go to Mississippi. Brother Timothy, call number 442-442. This is Pastor Dowell. You're on the Straight With You radio broadcast. How can I help you?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Pastor?
I am blessed of the Most High, y'all highly favored. I can help you, my brother.
Yes, sir. I just want to get confirmation on the donation on your page, the Straightway page. Has it recently been changed? Because I want to make sure that my donation is going to the correct place, because I know scammers are everywhere.
Which way are you donating? Are you donating through Patreon, or are you donating through the National Christian Foundation?
The National Christian Foundation, because I knew on the page before it had PayPal, and I saw it change, so I just wanted to make sure that it's still going to the correct place.
I'll tell you what, Brother Timothy, what's your last name?
Love, Love, sir.
Timothy Love. Hey, Carol, Timothy Love. We'll try to look it up sometime tonight or tomorrow night, and I'll communicate some way, somehow about and let you know. Okay, my brother?
Yes, sir, because I make payments weekly to you guys because I want to be able to help out with the new tabernacle since I can't get up there.
Man, I appreciate it.
The message and everything that you guys do for this word.
Let me take down your number here too, my brother. My wife says yes. Yes, everything is going through just fine. She remembers.
Okay, I appreciate it.
So we're receiving everything just fine, my brother. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. I was at work today listening to your series on spiritual warfare, and I had to go back and hear it again. It's just something about that, man, because it's just a lot to learn. I've been taking down notes on my phone, writing stuff down, writing scriptures, and it's really empowering me and encouraged my family greatly.
Hey, everybody in this dead season right now should be working towards making sure they set their affairs in orders because the feast day calendar is out. And I think it's along about mid-April is that the Feast of Unleavened Bread and Passover is coming up. And if everybody should try to do what they can to make sure that they get here for that meeting. And if you ain't never had actual physical spiritual warfare and spiritual warfare, you'll learn a lot just by being here at the feast. So everybody should set their affairs in order and make sure that you get here for the feast. All right, my brother?
Yes, sir. It's actually on my wife and our anniversary, so we're definitely going to be there. We already claimed that we getting our tents and everything, all our affairs in order now, ahead of schedule.
Glory to the King. Looking forward to seeing you, my brother.
Yeah. Yes, sir. This is going to be our very first one, so we're looking forward to it.
Well, you'll be amongst family, that's for sure.
Yes, sir. I do believe that highly.
All right, my brother. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Let's go to Texas. Call number 346-346. This is Pastor Dowell. You're on the Serpent Truth radio broadcast. I can help you.
Shabbat shalom, Pastor.
Shabbat shalom.
This is Brother Rick down here in Houston.
Hey, how you doing, my brother?
I'm doing well. Enduring the good fight.
How can I help you?
I just had a quick question. Does anybody in the ministry knows and can teach specifically Gracie Jiu-Jitsu?
I don't know. Maybe Brother Gideon can. I don't know what extensive of his background is. Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is pretty much holds and grappling, man. It's a ground game. But I don't know. I know maybe Brother Gideon can. I don't know.
Okay.
But since it's out here, right, somebody's probably going to call in a response and leave a message.
Okay. That would be good. Hallelujah. Yes, sir. That's all I had, Pastor, and bless you, and Shabbat Shalom.
All right, bless you. Shabbat Shalom. Let's go to Florida 904-904. Brother Jeff, this is Pastor Dowell. You're on the Serpent Truth radio broadcast. I can help you.
How you doing, Pastor Dowell? Bless you, sir.
Doing well. Who am I speaking with?
This is Brother Jeff calling from Orlando, Florida.
Orlando, Florida. How can I help you, Brother Jeff?
Yes, sir. Not much, brother. Well, Pastor Dowell, I'm a truck driver. I'm a truck driver. And I'm riding down Interstate 95 in Georgia. And I don't know if you came across it or not, but, I've seen it about like 3 or 4 times. It's a billboard, right? I don't know, you got to be a truck guy, but on the billboard, they have, I say like four of the Democrat senators on the billboard. It says clearly, keep the Democrats out of the White House Proverbs 29:2. So,
oh mercy.
Yeah, so I wanted to read this. I wanted to read the scripture here to you. You know, if you want to give me your assessment on that. You know, if that's accurate or not, because that just totally. I mean, this don't make sense to me. So, let me see here.
Listen, first of all, it says when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Well, hell, we're mourning because of the Democrats and the Republicans. All of them are rats. Every one of them. That's the reason why the whole world is in mourning, and especially the United States of America, because they're all boot-licking liars.
Right.
That's bad when you got, it's really bad when you got a snake calling a scorpion wicked.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you know, they had Senator Cory Booker, Kamala Harris, Feinstein, and what's the other one? I can't remember the other one. He's from Maryland. I can't remember the other senator. But yeah, all them senators on top of that big boy. And I'm like, wow. So, you know, I just had to bring that up to you, Pastor.
Hey, so I suppose Dianne Feinstein and Paul Ryan and Rand Paul and Mitch McConnell is any better. They're all gangsters.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yes, Pastor Dowell, appreciate that answer, man. You know.
All right, my brother. You have a good Sabbath, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely will.
Shabbat shalom. You know what's amazing? I'm going to talk to y'all just for 1 second here, all right? Well, maybe a little bit longer than 1 second. Give me a minute or two. The United States of America, in the top 25 countries in this world, industrialized countries. Are y'all listening to me? We are the only country, and we're supposed to be the world's superpower. We are the only country that is the world superpower, greatest military power and might, that does not have free health care. What does that tell you about America? Huh? But watch this. Those same politicians, senators, congressmen, makes no difference who they are. You know, as soon as they get elected, selected, you know the first thing they get when they get to Washington? Free health care. Free socialized health care. And they sit up there and use all these mental gymnastics, use this stupid dog and pony show, grandstanding in front of the cameras and stuff, talking about socialized medicine. We don't want to be like communist nations and stuff. Well, dang, who's the communist? They get it, and they ain't apologizing for it. And guess who pays for their free health care? Why, you and I do, the taxpayers. Is that not enough to make you mad? Hypocrite, isn't it? It's sad, isn't it? It's bad. Let's go to Wisconsin 262. Brother Jim's, Pastor Dowell, you're on a 32 radio broadcast. I can help you.
Hey, Shabbat Shalom, Pastor Dowell. How are you this blessed evening?
I'm blessed on the Most High, y'all. I can help you, Brother Jim.
Hey, I have a question to follow on with the brother who was asking. He was asking if his donations were being received. My question for you, Pastor Dowell, is there a better way than another to give you our contributions to the ministry? Currently, I give contribution through Patreon because, number one, I want to get that content that you put on Patreon, and it's a convenient way for me. But is there a preferred way for you to receive contributions beyond that? Or is that preferred? What's the best way for you, sir?
Well, we got a bunch of ways. You can give through Patreon, just like you just got finished saying. You can go to the website and click on that blue button up at the top. Donate that way if you choose to. You can actually use PayPal if you want to. Dowell7000@gmail.com. Or you can just simply mail cash in the mail. At P.O. Box 32, like Sister Wenda talks about. There's many ways to give. There's many different ways to give if you choose to. We hope you would if you're being fed and being blessed here.
Oh, yes, sir. No question about that. I've sent you cash to the P.O. Box, and, I monthly, contribute at Patreon. But we're hoping to be able to maybe do some more here in the future. And so I just thought about that, and I said, well, maybe one way is better than another for you. So wanted to ask you that. That's all.
All right, my brother. You and Robin have a blessed Sabbath.
We will. Shabbat shalom. You want to say something, sister?
Shabbat shalom, Pastor.
Bless you, my sister. Shabbat shalom. You know what's amazing to me? This world has literally got people turned upside down. Oh, and by the way, let me see. We had that debate November 17th. Today is the 7th of December, and we still do not have the audio and video file from Jacob's Well Church. Now, the runaround they've been getting up there is that the pastor says, well, I've been out of town. You ain't been out of town, you lying hypocrite. You ain't been out of the town from the 17th all the way to the 7th in order to get that file. Now, see, that's the reason why we bring our own equipment, because we know things like this is going to happen, and they don't want this debate to get out there. I really was disappointed. I'm just about ready just to hang up my debate shoes, because it doesn't do any good with these ignorant people. I cannot seem to find any worthy opponents. I debate the people that people suggest, and everybody, well. It's going to be the same thing. You know the reason why? Listen, if people do not obey the Bible, there is no debate, because Pastor Dowell is going to stick with the book. These people are going to give you philosophy, vain deceit. They're going to give you the traditions of men. They're going to tell you what all these other fallen philosophies and fallen heads have got to say. That's what they're going to do. They're trained deceivers. It's amazing, isn't it? All our lives, we've been told nothing but lies and fairy tales. The Bible says that we should show forth the Lord's death. Yahshua's death. Jesus' death until he comes. So guess what the Christians say? We're going to celebrate his birth. That ain't what the book says. Well, the book says we should celebrate the Feast of Unleavened Bread and Passover and Feast of First Fruit. Christians say we're going to celebrate Good Friday. We're going to celebrate Sunday morning resurrection. That ain't what the book says. Y'all beginning to see this? The book says we should keep Pentecost. Christians say, we're going to celebrate our independence on 4th of July. That ain't what the book says. The book says that we should celebrate Feast of Trumpets, Day of Atonement, and Feast of Tabernacles. Christian says, no, we ain't. We're going to celebrate Thanksgiving. We're going to celebrate Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and New Year's. Ain't what the book says. See what I mean? Now, somebody is obedient to the word and somebody's not. The book says, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Christian says, nope, we're going to do Sunday in honor of his resurrection. But that ain't what the book says. I don't give a damn what the book says. We're going to do Sunday. What? What is wrong with you people? You know that you in vain worshiping him? I don't care what you say. We'll worship him my way. That's the problem. That's a problem because he already told you and he prescribed, he laid it out in the way that he wants to be served and worshiped. And you're going to go and offer up something other than what he said? Man, that's pretty presumptuous. That's pretty arrogant. That's pretty egotistical, bold, and the gall, the unmitigated gall for someone to actually presume that you can think you can worship the Most High any other way. No, you're not. You are serving that other Jesus who Paul warned us about. And somebody got to go to hell. So you choose you this day who you're going to serve. Because Christianity is Satan's religion. Straight up down, hook, line, and sinker. It is the great whore. Well, this Roman Catholic Church is, but they're Christians too. The mother of all harlots. And the word is, come out of her, my people, and be ye separate, saith the master, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. And I will be an Elohim to you, and you shall be my sons and daughters. The word of the day is, come out from among them, and touch not the unclean thing. Come out of her. Touch not the unclean thing. For what? So you don't receive of the plagues. Well, I don't believe that. Well, the Christians say we're going to get raptured up out of here before the Great Tribulation. I had somebody say that to me today after I made the video today. And I says, well, there's only one problem. You ain't getting up out of here before no Great Tribulation. And if you ain't keeping the commandments, you damn sure ain't getting up out of here. Well, we're supposed to be raptured before the mark of the beast. And I'm like, the ignorance is stifling. It really truly is. You know that these people don't have the spirit of truth. They don't have it at all. And mind you, I got all these people that are pagan, satanic, disobedient, don't obey nothing about that word. I'm going to run it down to you again. They keep Christmas, Easter, Sunday, Valentine's Day, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and every other holiday, but they don't keep the holy days. Now, the Most High said, you don't add to or diminish from what I tell you in this book. And if you do add to and you do diminish from it, I am going to take your name out of the book of life. You're going to be blotted out. You think the Christians care? Nah. They got mental assent. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think the Most High Yah is going to grade on a curve simply because your wicked heart, and that's what it is too. Jeremiah 17:9 says the heart is evil above all things. It is desperately wicked. Who can know it? Well, he knows it. The disobedient, the abominable, the sinner, every single one of them, they're all going to have their part in a lake which burneth with fire and brimstone. This rebellious, stiff-necked, stubborn nation. They do always resist the Holy Spirit. They always resist the Holy Ghost. As their fathers did, so do you. That's the reason why I don't let no converted so-called alleged Gentiles coming into this tell me a damn thing about my book. Not at all. I'm the teacher. Israel, teach. Now, we got a good teacher in this ministry, too. And Brother Eric, woo-wee! Man, that brother, y'all need to go check his channel out. I think I got him on the page over there on my YouTube page. You need to check out Brother Eric's teachings. He be getting down. I'm telling you. And he's doing that because that's a command performance, because I told him, brother, get out there and get to teaching. Isn't that something? And look at the anointing on him. Look at the anointing on that man. Psh, man, anyway. Well, I want y'all to be encouraged. I bless y'all, sweet, precious, strong, victorious, mighty, overcoming name, our soon coming King, Yahshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ. See y'all tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Hopefully we'll have this Facebook thing up. We got in everything for the backup, with the exception of a couple of cables. Shabbat Shalom. The King is coming.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Goodbye.